Hey, welcome back to CGR. So this is going to be part 2 of the WolfBox rear view mirror dash cam. So I'm going to start the install now. Finally got nice enough outside so where we can start the install. So basically I'm in my garage right now. Move the other vehicle out, get some space. And on this one I do have, this is the other dash camera that I was talking about that I had in the vehicle. I ran those wires through the driver's side, so you can see it goes through the rear. So I'm gonna do the same thing now, and I'm gonna run those wires through the passenger side all the way to the rear. See? So this wire is from the power of that one, but it's all right. We're gonna run the other one from the passenger all the way back, kind of like how I did to the other one. As you can see it's going to go tucked in, and we're going to take it all the way to the rear, and we're going to see where we can mount our rear view camera better. And for this install I am going to do the cigarette lighter, because I feel a lot of people, I'm going to do a separate video, like a part 3 on the hardwire for this exact same camera. Basically the hardwire kit will be for any WolfBox dash camera. Doesn't have to be this one. The kit's basically going to work for all of them, but I'll show you how to do that separate. That's going to take much longer to explain on this one video. So we'll do this. So I got my camera, I got all the stuff installed, I got my cigarette lighter, my adapters for the rear view, I got these right here for the hold the mirror, rear view camera, red wire we are not using because that goes to the like a positive reverse. Basically you could use it as a reverse camera if you didn't have one at all. I don't need that. Well, basically if you went in reverse, it would kick on automatically and it would show on the mirror immediately. I don't need that, so we're going to be cutting this red wire off, like we're making it shorter, just taping it off. The extension that goes all the way, which I don't think I might need this. I feel like this might be long enough, but we'll find out, because I'm gonna hook the camera in the back and then we'll start running the wires all from the back here. And if we run out, then obviously, you know, I'll use this. I might not need that though. It might be enough. And this is on the 2019 Dodge Durango SXT. Then we have our GPS one. All right. What else? Okay, and just by looking at the mirror, I did put the mirror like this, and just looking at it, I do need the bigger bands. So this band is basically going to stretch. So let me put this on real quick and then I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so basically part 1 is done. So what I meant was, see how we use the band. Every band is different depending on your rear view mirror. So right now it's on and it's real nice and snug. See, it's not moving anywhere, it's not sliding. So you just got to play with the tension, but that's good. So basically I'm just going to put my mirror all the way down. If I feel it's too loose, I'll end up moving it. I'll end up playing with this band, because remember, we got to get our camera and make sure it's over here. So I might still need to play around with it, but I'll put my mirror like that so I get access to my top ports. So I'm gonna start connecting these top ports. I'll start connecting my power, my GPS, and then my rear view camera. So let me connect that, show you guys what I mean. Okay, so once I connect everything, you end up with this big pile of mess. As you can see, that's gonna go to the rear. Like I said, I don't really think I need the extension cable. This is basically the extension cable. So I might not need that. The red cable we're gonna end up cutting off because we're not using the reverse. So careful when you're reading it in here, because this one actually on here it says GPS. So I got my GPS here. This one is for the rear view, and this one is for the not the USB, but the main power, which will go into the cigarette lighter. which will make it look pretty. You know, I have tape. Oh, well, we can start taping stuff. Once everything's installed and I know it's working perfectly, then we can make it look good. This cable, ignore it. This is just the cable for one of my radar detectors, which I'll put to the side. You can see. So I did have to slide the mirror a little bit over there because the camera was actually being covered by the mirror. So like I said, you're just playing around with it. So you end up with this mess. And then obviously one of them is gonna be your GPS, which will probably end up being maybe here. And just be careful when you're reading it. It actually tells you how to put it. It tells you this way up. Okay. So I'll probably be just like that. And then we'll end up tucking the wires in the back of the headliner back here. Now, I'm gonna see if I can get my tripod to see if I can show you guys how I am installing this. So we'll do that and get to it. Okay guys, so I finally got it installed. So honestly, unfortunately I didn't have a tripod, which it wouldn't have helped you because you were just gonna see me forcing a bunch of cables here. Here I still gotta clean it up because I actually have a special tape that I have where I'm gonna clean this up later. So for right now I have it like that, then I'll push it behind this pillar, but this pillar has an actual airbag in it. So I don't want to take this off right now with the battery connected. So for right now, just staying like that. Before I show you how I ran it, I want to show you how the camera looks. This thing is badass. Like, this is what I mean. So compare that to that. I can never see what's going on that, but here you can see everything. The cool thing about this is because of the GPS, it actually shows you your speed. You know, it even shows you like your direction, north, everything. Shows you your time, your day. Shows you it's recording voice. Shows you it's on loop 3 minutes. It's got GPS on. It's got the SD card in. And remember, this was a default 32 gigabyte SD card. So now that I have it installed, I am going to be installing a 128 gigabyte SD card, which I will order off Amazon tonight, which basically I'm just going to have to, you know, angle the thing down, insert the camera, and just, you know, basically format it. That way, because right now I'm filming at full 4K, so it's going to fill up, even though it's in loop recording, it's going to just keep deleting and deleting and deleting. That way with a bigger memory card, you'll have it. What I like about this is, okay, so this is how it looks when it boots up. So look at the camera. Like, I could actually angle it, or I can angle it more. That's badass. You cannot do that with that other one. That's a Viofo. So I think what I want to do for this one, I forgot, yep. So if you go this way, so you'll interchange, so you got your front. You get your split for the rear and the front. Rear. So what I think is a good one would be like, I can see my hood right here. Probably just showing my hood. And there. I think that's good because you could see the whole hood of your vehicle and the front. So I think that's perfect. But like I said, you could interchange that however you like. See, it's recording right now and it shows you it's recording. Still shows you the time, everything. So to go into settings, you have to stop recording. You can actually take a picture or something. So I took a picture of that. Change be right here, which is what I just showed you guys, which you don't have to do that. You can just swipe. You go into settings. So the cool thing is default. So basically, if I turn on the vehicle, or every time where the cigarette lighter's at, it only turns on with the vehicle on and off. When the vehicle's on and then when it's off, it'll turn off, obviously, until I do my full hardwire kit. So I could do the, when it turns on, I could just default it to split screen, rear, or front. So, you know, for example, I could do rear. I like front. I don't do the rear because this vehicle obviously has a reverse camera already. I don't need it. I'd rather have it just boot up on the front. So that's good right there. I'll leave it at that. You got your volume settings. It's for all that clicking that you hear, which is fine. I like to hear it. You got your clock settings, your time style. You want 24-hour. And it's all touchscreen. Your time zone. You can change your speed unit. Force recording basically is like, even if you stop recording, it'll start re-recording after a certain time. And then locked video loop. So basically it's just going to keep, you know, deleting old footage. Daylight savings time. You could flip the rear camera. You turn it upside down. Format SD card. So that's what I mean. When you install that new SD card, you're just going to come into settings, format it. You reset, you're basically set up to go. Show reverse lines. So this is what I mean. So show reverse lines, basically I have it off, but if I hit it, I can move it. I can move my reverse lines. But like I said, we didn't wire this because this vehicle has the rear view camera. But for people that don't have it, you can hook it up to your reverse bulb. And basically when you go in reverse, it's going to kick straight on here. And here you could adjust it basically. But I don't need that. So that's why I have show reverse line off. So don't need that. You got your GPS info. I did put my GPS antenna here. And then your product information. See, it's recording right now. If I turn the vehicle off, I'm gonna open the door. So there you go, camera's on. Camera's off. Basically, the only reason the other one is still on is because that's hardwired. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing to this one. Except in the Durango, you have to pass it through the firewall out here. It's gonna take a long time. It's something I won't be able to finish right now. So see if I hit the watch it on, and here's the boot. There you go. And it just starts recording immediately. See, it says recording. And like I said, you guys could play with this. Like if you want it like right there, leave it right there. It just depends how much you want to see. Like I could move it. If I think like I want to see more of the street, I could still see my hood, I could leave it like that. So that's pretty cool that you could do all that. So now that I have all that, I'm going to show you guys how I routed the cables. So let me turn it off. Okay, so I have all my cables going up here. My GPS just stayed right there. I just tucked it. You're literally pulling down on the headliner. You can feel it, you tucking it all in. Right now I end up getting some glass cleaner because you do leave a bunch of fingerprint smudges all over it. So I'm gonna, I tucked it all in there. Like I said, I ran the cables out here. I have 3 cables because remember I still have the other dash camera in there as well. Basically tucked it in all down here. Tucked it here. Way down under the glove box, tucked it in. Curved in here, and there's my cigarette lighter right there. So that's the cigarette lighter. That's my GPS. And for the reverse, I kept tucking it in here. You can see it. Then I passed it right here. Tucked it on there. And then basically when I came out here, I just kept tucking it along this. Tucked it in all here, all around that curve. came along the curb, and I just used the 3M tape that was on here. I was going to put it in the middle, but I didn't want to basically just be showing this, my other one. Reason I didn't put it on here was because when I ran the old camera cable through here, it actually started leaking water, and it was coming through. And it was just a hassle. I didn't want to do that again, so I just put it right there. And it's basically like right here. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna end up keeping both dash cams on. So I basically got 2 cameras. What I did want to show you guys is, see when it turns on. This is what I mean for the other camera. If I got into a car crash right now, cops right there, I know what I'm telling them is true. The other person is contradicting my story. Other person just slammed on the brakes out of nowhere. He could say, no, I was just speeding. Other person could say, no, I was speeding and I just crashed right into him. So I could pull up the video right away. In this one, I have to have the app on my phone. I have to set it into Wi-Fi settings. I gotta connect to it. Once it connects to it, I can show the video. This instantly. And this is why I like this camera much more than that one. All I do is hit stop. I hit this play button, and we got all our videos right here. See? From the time. Yeah, I can pause it so you can hear it. I can actually see the videos unlocked. So if I hit lock, that video will never delete. And I just go back. So I can hit stop recording right now. So that's what I mean. I could show proof immediately. With the other camera, it's gonna take time. I have to go through a whole process to actually show you. I have to, it's gonna take so much time and sometimes I forget how to hook it up into Wi-Fi. You have to hook up into Wi-Fi. You have to do this and that. This is painless. So this is why I always wanted one of these. Honestly, I think I'm going to use it for a whole week. Give you guys another opinion on what I think about it. I honestly want to give a huge shout out to the team at WolfBox. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for sending me this camera. I think you guys make a great product. Yes, of course, you know, it might not be the cheapest unit out there, but you got to remember, you get what you pay for. So if you want something cheap, you want something that's going to have less, you know, options, features, you're going to get that in a cheaper camera. You're going to get much more high quality features and a higher priced camera. So I'm going to be using this. I'm not removing this from my car. I love it. I'm going to use the front all the time. Don't really need I have the rear as a bonus. You know, we got a reverse camera. Somebody ever rear ends you, you got proof. Thank you guys at WolfBox. Thank you guys for watching this video. Link to this camera is below. Once again, this is a 2019 Dodge Durango SXT. This could be done in any vehicle, any year, any make, any model. Easy project to do. It could take you about an hour to do it. It's just taking your time. That's it. But it's an awesome project. Worth it. It's going to save you a ton of headaches. I've had actual car crash where we've been rear-ended, and luckily I had that camera and I was able to prove that. So thank you guys at WolfBox. I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Please like, share, subscribe to this video. Not subscribe to this video, sorry. Subscribe to this channel. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.